Adam White from Intelligent Membranes, and I'm here today with Jonathan Prince, MBE from the Blue Ribbon Foundation. Now he's going to talk to us about his great foundation and the good causes they do, and why we have teamed up with them to promote this great foundation.
Thank you, Adam. And by the way, Adam has just become an ambassador for Blue Ribbon. So we're a men's health charity, but it's men's health and well-being. There are some very healthy men, but too many men are not healthy enough looking after themselves. So we end up with too many men dying early, heart attacks killing them, men not knowing what their prostate does, and we aim to educate them and get them to a better place.
So, with the collaboration between ourselves and you, what benefits, what can the guys get from scanning the codes that are going to be on the cans, that are going to be across the UK and worldwide? What benefits will they get by going onto your website, and what information are we going to find?
Well, you've kindly given us Poseidon here, and for every tub that gets sold, you give us a percentage of your profit, which is fantastic, and that will go towards a number of things. Basically, it's about running the foundation and broadening its appeal. Men don't do health like women, and we want men, as a result of the contribution from Poseidon, to live a healthier, happier life, both in terms of their physical health and their mental well-being.
But there's also a few more things you do. You do go to companies, not just construction companies, you do go to their workplaces, you do presentations, you get all the men and ladies together in the room and explain what we need to look at and how we need to progress.
Yeah, last year I visited a number of building sites and delivered talks about male health. My experience is when you talk about health and safety on a building site, safety tends to mean how many days there hasn't been an accident, but when you talk about health, there's less importance, my experience, given to it. Nowadays, more building sites, construction sites are realising that healthy workers mean better productivity. So, yeah, we deliver talks on quite a lot of sites.
And also tackling the suicide rates, because obviously construction, we've got the highest rates of suicide in there as well, and that all relates to our mental health.
Yeah, it's the well-being. When we say we're a health and well-being, what we mean by well-being is that you're not only physically okay, but also you're mentally okay, you can cope with the day, and if you are having problems, and people do, that you know how to help yourself to overcome those ill feelings that most people get from time to time, that can spiral down into depression and anxiety and become a bit more permanent.
So more of a collective charity. So we're not just saying, oh, men, so it's just your health, it's your mind as well, your body and mind. It's a collective of what we're trying to look at. We're not just saying it was one thing, or get out there and go for a run and, oh, you must eat healthy and that's going to be a fix-it-all. It's a collective of all them things.
It's everything, yeah. And still, men are dying about 3 years earlier on average than women, and we don't know why. But a lot to do is the way that men look after themselves. And I'm afraid, chaps, women do a lot better at looking after themselves than most men.
Right, okay. Is there any other stats on there as well that you've got for us? What? Prostate stats? I know that's not quite grim, but...
Well, 56,000 men will get prostate, roughly the same as women with breast cancer, except you speak to a lot of men, and I'm talking about educated men. They just about know where their prostate does, but I was in a room with a load of highly paid lawyers, no one earning less than about £150,000 a year. Not one of them knew what their prostate did.
But for me, I'm 41 years old. Is it time for me to get checked? I mean, when do we start looking at this? Because it's something we never taught. We're never taught as we're growing up. Like, what time do I need to start looking at it? I know my health, I can see that. I can see if I need to get healthier, but that's inside. When do I start?
Well, I don't want to go into the medical side, but your prostate does two things. One, the tube that you urinate through goes through it, and as you get older it swells, and as a result you have trouble with the old waterworks, and that can cause you problems, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's cancer. Prostate cancer also swells it, and you have the same problems. So basically, water works. If it's not the same over 3 weeks, then go to your doctor and see how they can check it. There's a blood test, which is a PSA test, prostate-specific antigen, and there's also the famous finger test, and what they're doing is feeling on the outside of the prostate, because that's normally where the cancer is. Time to worry. In America, if you're 40 and your doctor hasn't done a prostate checkup, you'll probably sue your doctor. In the UK, we don't have anything like that at all, so it's up to the individual to say, I'd like a prostate check, please. Waterworks problems are showing I should have something checked. And hopefully it's just a swollen prostate, and as we know, King Charles has one, and there are things that can be done about it.
But would you recommend an age? I know we're saying wait to see waterworks. I know men are like, we put stuff on, I put stuff on.
50, I would say
50.
50. Yeah,
Okay.
just go to the doctor and say, could you check my prostate? But normally, you should be fine.
Okay.
Yeah. You know,
Okay.
it's the signs that are the key.
Brilliant. Okay, well look, that's a great rundown of what you're actually doing, and now we're going to collab together, and you're going to see me and Jonathan a lot more on social media. I know you see me a lot, but you're going to see him a lot more now. And yeah, the cans are going to be all over the UK and across America, up to LA, so scan the code when you see it on site, and see all the fantastic stuff that Jonathan does.
And I look forward to the partnership.
Thank you very much, boss.
www.blueribbonfoundation.org.uk